And start recording. Thank you everyone for keeping quiet. I do believe I might have... What? I do believe I might have save games for
There's no such
this.
thing as SQ2.
I'm just gonna check if I have save games for this. Root Monster, yay! I do not. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna quit as so we can get the full intro for the video. Oh, are you shiting me?
What?
Well, it's a good thing I noticed this now, because we don't really need this for the Space Quest 1 footage I just captured, but we need this for Space Quest 2, obviously. Long story short, it was not recording game audio, which is not a terrible thing because I already have a full playthrough of Space Quest 1, so I can just dub in if there's any like audio I need to put in. But Space Quest 2, we need the full audio experience. So here we go. That is so loud.
That was loud.
That's really loud.
Is it filtering through to you?
It's like double the volume.
Oh, that's fantastic. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, but why is it doubled? Oh.
Take it in.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can shut off sound for the stream. I don't think it's possible. I don't know why it's piping the PC speaker stuff into your ears. It's a little weird.
You could probably adjust the volume in the menu. I think you can in this game.
Yeah, but I need OBS is recording the footage separately, and I need the full volume on that one. Thankfully, there isn't a lot of sound in this game, but you guys are gonna love it when we get as far as the hovercraft thing.
Or no, the tunnels of Volhall's Fortress when the alarm is going off.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be beautiful. Sounds like someone's beating their head against the wall.
That is so weird. Why is it doing that? I wonder. Because it should be. You guys should just be getting my microphone. Oh, hang on.
It could be echoing through mine because my headphones are really loud because I have the equalizer on.
No, it's not an echo. It's just double volume.
Yeah, I think it's on my end. Let's see, output device. No, we're good.
Well, I was muted for a bit because I had to deal with something.
It should really all you should be hearing coming out of my system is my mic audio and then the DOSBox audio from whatever OBS is. Oh, sorry, whatever Discord is capturing. That is so weird.
Can you turn it down in Discord or disable audio sharing on Discord?
Oh, that's a good point.
Audio sharing on Discord. I wanted to do that, but I don't think you actually can.
Problem is I think when you're in stream mode, it just grabs it for the stream, and you can't tell it not to.
Yeah.
I think you can actually, because when I was streaming Jackbox with some friends, they complained the volume was too loud, and I was able to turn it down from. Discord.
Well, for me, the sound's always muted when I have the sound when I stream. The only sound's coming through my headphones, not the actual stream.
Well, Twitch works differently. Twitch actually does what it's supposed to.
Yeah, I'm talking about Discord streaming, which is still in its early stages. I think it's only been out for like a month.
Share your screen. Hang on. Can I change if I select change screen? Let's see. So we want to capture this one, and can I deselect? No, I cannot. I cannot deselect audio. Oh well.
Nope.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Well, there's not a lot of audio.
It's a nice shade of lavender, though.
Yes, it is. I love how the talking animations are also fast on fast. I know the entire game speed just goes up, but it just looks like someone is really in a hurry to tell you something. I'm probably gonna mention that time when I just walked off the edge because I didn't understand.
Or how you didn't know, or you didn't know how gravity works when you were like 4.
No, because when I played this as a kid, my understanding of English was very rudimentary. So the line when the broom leaves the screen, it goes, "Oh, wait till your boss finds out." And my child brain didn't understand that was sarcasm, so I thought you literally had to stand here and wait for the broom to come back or wait for the boss to find out. So, whee! Lovely. I hate the full jingle. Very much worth it. There we go.
I mean, start to crate is a well-established benchmark. Start to death. We need that counted in more games.
So we're just going through all the deaths?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
that would take
for
ages.
edge cases.
There are already videos on YouTube for that anyway.
Look at that arm swinging action. Look at him go.
I'm trying to remember, was it what game was it? There was one that had like the most. I think it was Codename Iceman has like the most of all those videos.
Yeah, because like 90% of them were in a submarine.
Fuck that submarine.
God, that game is so bad.
Someone on Twitter was talking about. Oh yeah, Sean was saying, "Hey, what Sierra game should I stream next?" And I just went, "Codename Iceman, always Codename Iceman." And like 3 or 4 people came in and went, "Fuck this game."
No, it's like the worst Sierra game of all time.
Even watching a Let's Play, I'm like, the beginning's okay, but then you get in the submarine, it's like, what? Jim Walls, why?
Yeah, Jim Walls.
I think the beginning is
slog.
feeling like a Leisure Suit Larry game.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's checking out the babes at the
Goes
beach
to
and
disco,
yeah.
Might have
goes
reused
back to his
assets
hut,
from 3.
and
What's so bad about the sub part? I've only honestly seen a couple screenshots from the game.
It's very
you have to
finicky.
type in very specific commands at very specific times.
And the manual is the size of a fucking phone book.
Yes.
You have to memorize
I think
it.
if Codename Iceman got a VGA remake, it might have fixed it, but I don't think so.
I doubt it.
So the
I imagine it'll
only
be
thing for
just
the
as
better
bad,
VGA
only
remake.
with point and click instead.
Because that seems like something that should have been a point and click interface, not text.
It should not have been made. Apparently,
I don't know if you guys have seen the interior of the Apollo spacecraft and all the switches that are in there, but I imagine point and click Codename Iceman would be just like that. Just like hundreds and hundreds of buttons to click.
It's like in the movie Airplane when they pan across the dash.
Yes, exactly.
Sierra made a lot of games, but not all of them were good.
So what are we doing?
I'm getting the
Like, I
shit
think I
kicked
brought
out of
this up, and I think I brought this up. Like, every one of their series has at least one bad game in it.
Oh, is there any Sierra game where you don't die every second? Leisure Suit Larry 5 is actually death free.
Yes.
And you can also do nothing and still win.
Yep.
It's
Love
kind
to
of
say
dumb.
it's also
There were
death-free.
also no deaths in EcoQuest.
Well, that's a kid's game. I
EcoQuest
don't
1
think
or
they want you
EcoQuest
to.
2.
I don't think they want you to die in a kid's game.
I just like the idea. I just want an Eco Quest where you can die.
EcoQuest 2 was actually kind of difficult.
Eco Quest designed by Jim Walls. It's like,
Gotta learn it sometime.
Sorry, kid.
Oh,
you failed.
no.
All the
What,
dolphins
you just
are
kill all
dead
the
now.
dolphins?
Yes.
Sorry, you forgot to feed the dolphins. The game's over.
Yeah, and all the dolphins
get
are
in.
dead thanks to you.
Quick, get inside the seaplane. And there's like a whole row of controls.
Eco Quest.
Ah, here we go.
Like 2 volumes of manual. All right, cover your ears, everyone.
This actually ain't that bad.
Parallax scrolling in an 80s computer game? Was this the NES?
Yes. Merciful.
Rip.
I like how this also sort of passed me by when I was a kid, but he's about to say dipshit.
Yes.
Crash.
See, Dropbox still doesn't implement CGA, etc. Screen checking.
I should
Weird.
scum VM because I
That
don't
is
like
weird.
using Dropbox.
Yeah, I thought the screen was supposed to shake too. That's a
Yeah,
little
no,
strange.
it's a DOSBox shortcoming.
Oh, well.
I mean, the screen check is implemented by abusing some of the CGA registers.
This isn't Larry trolls.
Oh, but this is a really great Easter egg, and the fun.
I wonder if it works in Scum VM. I would imagine it does.
Oh,
I
the screen
think
check.
it
Fucking the
does.
dead body?
Screen check.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, fucking the dead body only works in Scum VM. It's an exclusive.
They had to put a patch in there specifically for it.
Oh, and we have to go and say hi to our favorite friends over here.
Oh yes.
Hello,
Mushrooms.
Mr. Mushroom. So which one? Larry Moore or
The one that
Curly?
looks like it's frowning. The one that looks like it's frowning.
Always curly.
Yeah, Curly, the
Yes.
one that looks like it's frowning.
It's
Now he's
The
happy.
Soviet smiles.
holy jeez, boy. Actually, wasn't there a lovely Southern accent in here? Can you indulge me on that one?
Wow.
I think I remember
Begin
reading like
feeling
on,
waves of tingling warmth and moisture. Suddenly, it's not so bad near. Wow. Check out
you got
the
high
colors,
from
dude.
death.
Wait, when did this turn into
Yes.
Gone with the Wind? What the hell?
I don't know.
Right. Love that.
I think I remember reading something like people's issue with this game is that it's too much like Kane's Quest.
Thank you for playing Space Quest Brackets.
So thank you for playing Space Quest 2 King's Quest Edition.
I remember actually someone on Roger Wilco's Virtual Broom Closet actually had actually said it's a little like
Hop
King's
on the
Quest in
tree.
places.
No,
Up
the
on the
entire
tree.
beginning, this entire section feels like a King's Quest game, except more linear.
Wait, there's something you can do to this dude. Oh yeah,
Punch him.
punch. There's something you can do. You can kick guy.
Fuck him?
Eat him.
Guy.
Can you get
Stab him. Stab him in the eye.
Stab guy.
Can you
Oh
eat him?
wait, what? You possess
what did that say?
nothing that could help you accomplish this. So if he had the glass shard from Space Quest 1, he would have
Who could murder that man?
Twist his neck.
You haven't made a ship yet?
You can be pretty aggressive for no reason at times.
What happens if you type eat guy?
Eat guy?
Choke him.
There's no need to do that. It poses no threat at this time.
At this time, so that means he'll be a threat later.
I did not know that was in there. Can you push
So
guy?
anytime Roger encounters a threat, he tries to eat it.
This isn't a playground. Oh wow.
It's because it looks like that thing you
Oh,
punch and it goes
Scott.
back and
Yeah.
forth. It's a
No.
pendulum.
It also just looks like he's like on a swing, on a swing set.
Yeah,
what
that
else?
thing you punch and it goes-
Lick guy.
This is in Space Quest 4.
Kiss guy.
Yeah. You really aren't attracted to it.
He's just not into pinkins.
Upside down's not my type.
Form sensual fellatio on guy.
Perform.
He doesn't
That better
understand
go in the video.
perform.
The rest
Sensual
was okay.
fellatio, it's fine with. It doesn't understand perform.
Yell at guy.
Talk to guy.
He doesn't respond for reasons. I mean, all the capillaries in his head are about to burst. Fuck it, free him.
Try Tickle Guy.
I did. That was
Oh,
the
you
first
did.
thing I tried.
No, but you said Tickle Man or something and it didn't compute.
Tickle
Man
and
That's
guy
why
are
the
synonyms.
Right guy. It
And
worked.
dude as well. Dude is all.
Yeah,
No,
man,
because I
guy,
noticed
dude.
the-
And,
I noticed
and
when
also, tickle is, it confuses it.
Yeah,
The
'cause when I was
AGI
playing
interpreter
Larry-
is actually pretty versatile. It's got a
Yeah, because in
vocabulary
Larry,
synonym
it doesn't
system.
matter if it's woman or girl.
Padre.
True.
Like it could be the girl's name, it could be girl, it could be woman, doesn't matter. I just always use girl.
This is as uncool as uncool can be. Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to find the Bumblebee music.
No, where the hell did that go? Well, not
Oh,
the-
you turn the sound off. You turn the sound off.
Yeah, the sound's off.
Oh, god damn it.
It was on a screen ago. It was
Yeah.
on when you crashed.
Yeah. And I heard the twang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have hit F2 instead of F3 to retype. Oh, that is good.
Don't worry, we're fine with skeleton now.
You'll be proud to know you filled today's nutritional requirements for many of the local carnivorous insects. Alright, off we scoot. Actually, no, wait.
What I like about that tune in the Tanny version is it plays in chords, the Find the Bumblebee stuff, so it's even more like demented.
Yes.
I'm going to use speedrun strats.
Uh-oh, hide.
There's no need. But yeah, well, if we want points, obviously.
Hello, random mailbox on a random planet with no civilization on it.
Yeah, what the hell is up with this thing? All right.
Looks typical.
Yeah. We're just like, oh, there's a mailbox here.
But why
Look,
is there a
Volhall
mailbox
may
here?
be- Volhall may be the most evil thing in the universe, but he still has to do his taxes. Even he hates the IRS.
Sounds off again, huh?
Yeah, it sounds.
Well,
awful, yeah.
I know what we could do with it from
I
playing
might be an
Animal
evil
Crossing. Pump it.
mastermind, but I'm not dealing with the IRS. I might be evil, but I'm not dealing with tax fraud.
Speedrun
Or whatever that
strats.
Joker line was.
All right, so we could technically kick these, but
You could.
But
And then in that specific version, it does this music for some reason.
yeah, the Apple II GS. Oh,
Yeah,
Yes, the 2GS has it.
yeah, it does. I really hope Kigurame is able to get MIDI files out of that, because I really want to, do a real do a vinyl version of Space Quest 1 and 2 AGI, not one VGA. Demented people want me to do VGA. I want to do AGI.
Oh, that was a Ken Allen soundtrack.
I know it's brilliant. It's one of the few good things about that game.
Mhm.
I mean, just for the Spider Droid music.
Yeah, that's music is really good, especially in the Adlet version.
Yeah.
Sounds really mechanical in the Adlet version.
Could you stand up, please? Yeah. Why
no,
don't
it's
I
soft locked.
I just
It-
restart?
you
Look, this is like the last time Roger gets to take an actual nap for a while.
Yeah. He does actually get up. It has to
Because-
do with the speed setting.
Yeah, because there's this part. Oh god. Every time I think about playing Space Quest 2, I'm like, do I really want to deal with this maze? Like,
Wait,
no.
you can talk to him, and he startles and
Come
runs
on,
into.
it's only. Please,
Oh.
it's not Space Quest 5.
I did not know you could do
Yeah,
this.
you're
either.
right. It could have been worse, but
Here we go. Save.
I still
Yeah,
think
this
it's like
whole
one
thing-
of the worst parts of the game.
This whole thing takes like what?
It is.
I don't know. I think from multiple Space Quest Olympics runs, I'm kind of used to this maze now.
I'm still not gonna chance it. Fuck me.
It's fuck
See
you
it-
junction again.
Yeah, it's fuck you, Josh.
Fuck you, Junction. In the flesh.
Very much in the tentacle
In,
flesh.
in the root.
Yes.
At least it's not Space Quest 2 VGA remix. One.
Where they're like, no, you can't do this. You're dead. Throw the grenade.
Also, a thought occurs when we're doing Space Quest Olympics. Why do we have events from Space Quest 5 in there if they're for Scott Murphy's birthday? A bit weird.
I don't know.
Same reason we have birthday punches.
Yeah,
I don't know
Well,
why.
there's nothing against Space Quest 6, so.
that's true.
What's wrong with Space
Oh
Quest?
yeah,
5?
isn't like a tradition in Spain or somewhere to get punched on your birthday?
Scott Murphy didn't do it, so it was like, why are we doing that for his birthday if he had nothing to do with Space Quest 5?
Oh,
Same reason their names are on VGA
I mean,
remake.
it's not as if he hates it like he does one VGA, does he?
He's not fond of it.
No.
Well, his names aren't even in the credits, and it even points out in the box cover that he has nothing to do with the game. Like,
Yeah.
it makes a pretty massive point.
Because
of
how does he
doing
feel about 6?
He's not terribly thrilled about 6 either, but that's it's more to do with circumstance.
that. Yeah, corporate reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I wouldn't be
he was
happy if I
working
got
on someone
forced
else's
onto it.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was like forced to do someone else's game.
Well, not only that, but he probably thought that he treated Josh like shit, too.
They did, yeah, and he did not
Yeah.
know that they were going to attribute the game solely to him until he got a boxed copy. Marketing just fucked him. And he was the project he was working on was Police Quest Racist Edition.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Poor guy, he did not enjoy.
And this
that
was
either.
right before. And then there was Larry 7, and then the tragedy started, and then Sierra dies.
Yep.
But Gabriel Knight 3 happened, so it got one more adventure game.
I like Quest for Glory
What happened
5.
with Larry 7?
Oh, Quest for Glory 5. It's mostly King's Quest 8 that's the bad one. The other two aren't
Yeah.
that
It's not bad per se. It's not great, but it ain't bad.
I don't know if you could also say Shivers and Lighthouse are decent games.
I don't know.
bad. I'm not into Myst
Oh,
games,
you forgot to
so-
rub the berries.
Shivers got a sequel
No, I'm
too,
good.
right?
I'm good. The berries.
Oh, okay.
It
no,
got
I
the
did not.
Shivers
I-
too.
I-
It was a Shivers too, and Metal Jesus is in it. when he was working at Sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And Rendezvous with Roma. Sort of same vein as Lighthouse.
Yeah, well,
But that was them being
Sierra-
like, we need to cash in on Mist.
yeah, exactly. Mist, they had a real boner for Mist clones. And Shiver.
It
Yeah,
would have been a
Mist
missed
is
opportunity
pretty.
if they didn't.
I've never understood
Yeah,
Shivers.
Mist is pretty, but egad, is it dull?
Thank you, Pickle Dog. I'll be here until Tuesday. Try to fish.
You're gonna
Actually,
play
here on
Curse of Monkey
Labion,
on
Fish
baseball.
tries you.
Yes.
It's like I wasn't going to use the sandboard this time around, but I just couldn't resist that one.
I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, Brainiac tried that missed opportunity joke on me during my anniversary stream. I gave him the same reaction.
Hello, eat me.
And he did it over Mike quoting Curse of Monkey Island. Wait, what?
Dum-de-dum.
I was reading the GOG reviews of the new Larry game. They're all saying like, "Oh, this is a bad game. It's not a true Larry game." I'm like, this is why I don't read GOG user reviews.
Yeah.
I
They're all-
go solely by word of mouth for games. Like if somebody I know likes a game, then I'll go from there.
Well, Summer said that's fine. So
Larry 7 is not a bad game. Larry 5, on the other hand.
I said I was talking about the new. Well, five's boring. I legit think it's boring.
Yeah, it's badly designed as well. I mean, it's really just extremely linear.
Well, the best
And
ones is
repetitive.
3. I don't know. I like 6 more than 7 because I like the girls more than 6. But
Well, I think that both 6 and 7 are really, they have a really good design. I mean,
Yeah.
they're both kind of open world, and you don't really have to do things in a particular order, and it's really
is
just
nice.
go around
and you can't
explore.
die, and you can't die because 6 has the try again thing.
Eh,
Yeah, I mean, there is a game over, but you don't have to restore, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
oh, I just did a moonwalk on the water. Cool. I really appreciate 6 and 7's open world kind of design, which is something I think games should try more often. Actually, LucasArts.
Day of the
were-
Tentacle did that. Day of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tentacle did it.
Exactly. I mean, LucasArts games were the masters of this sort of thing, but still, the entire game world wasn't open to you from the start. You had to unlock things. The trick about 6 and 7, at least, Suit Larry, is that the entire game world is, well, for the most
Not
part,
all
anyway,
of 7. Not all of 7.
and not all
There's
of 6.
parts of
There's
7.
1 or 2 rooms that are locked off, but really, it's minute. Hey, here's the thing. I was reading SpaceQuest.net earlier today because someone wrote in and said when using the debug mode in Space Quest 3, you can sell the gem to Fester as many times as you want. And I was like, yeah, fucking duh. But there should be a bug here that lets you climb this tree over and over again and still get points for it. So let's try that.
I think the latest game that did the open world thing was Thimbleweed Park.
Yeah. Which it's kind of locked off at the start, but then opens up. So I guess that.
Yeah.
that
And
works.
that's a good way of doing it. I mean, if you give the player the whole world at the start, you overwhelm them.
Okay. Oh, look at the score. Let's see what happens. What?
Nope.
Can't do that from here.
SpaceQuest.net is
This-
lying to us.
This might
Maybe
be
it thinks you're trying to climb the there.
maybe leave the screen and come in again.
Maybe. Let's give that a shot. I don't think so. It seems weird. Can't do that from here.
Yeah.
Nope.
I guess it no longer is a tree; it's just a stump.
And you don't get points for climbing the log. Although that is a lovely climbing animation. When I was a
The
kid,
hardness area is just lovely. Period.
when I was a kid, I was dead sure you could avoid this somehow. There is no way. Dum de dum de dum. You guys think we can finish Space Quest 2 in 30 minutes? I think we can.
I think so.
Blah blah blah.
I think Valhalla's lair might take up a lot of time.
Nah, speedrun strats. It's my new thing.
Speaking of 30 minutes, I like to imagine at the times it could be real time. So Valhalla sends your ass down to the planet, and 30 minutes later the whole thing is blowing up. Like it immediately just goes south.
I like the idea. This text box kills me. You search the dude, and then the narrator just happens to mention there are a few assorted parasites clinging to him. Why did we need to know
Can you
that?
type get parasites?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Eat
That does
parasites.
not seem to be
I
available.
think
at
your
this
auto
time.
got them.
The browser understood it.
Yeah. Look, parasites. Maybe if we open the door first. Unlock.
What if you search the
Kick
guard
button?
again?
Try kick guard.
Search guy. There's nothing of interest unless tiny parasites do something for you.
The narrator is really going on about these parasites.
Yeah, but they're not here to view. Also, we should scoot because he actually will wake up. And he
It
will-
obviously recognizes the word parasite as a noun, so
The most used adventure game item, the rope.
Nah, you're thinking of buckets. Oh, wait, we should go over here. Hello. There you
I
go.
don't
Good
know
save,
why that
Raj.
noise always kills me.
you're trying to get to the Easter egg.
Yeah, the underground Easter
Yes.
egg, absolutely.
Yeah, we're trying to find the developer room, damn it.
No, you were trying to walk off the cliff on Monkey
I think you
Island.
might have took too long. I think you might have took too long. I don't.
No, if you get too close to the edge of the screen,
Oh,
it does that.
okay. I thought there was a timer.
Way to go, Pathfinder.
Mommy. Rubber tree.
There's a lot of Monkey Island references being thrown around this stream. I, for one, am not having it.
So when are you making that Guybrush Threepwood versus Roger Wilco video?
Yeah, what happened to Monkey Island Historian?
Oh, what the hell was I going to do with that? I forgot.
This is the next episode
You're
of
going to
Death Battle.
compare them because I say they're the same character.
Yeah, something.
They're
One of
both
them's a
terrible
fucking
people.
sociopath. The other one isn't.
They're
Yeah,
both
Rod.
terrible
I just like
people.
comparing them because they're kind of similar to each other. Roger and Guybrush remind me of.
Where am I going?
Guybrush just reminds me of Roger and vice versa.
No, because Guybrush.
Guybrush
is-
Threepwood has a ponytail.
Yeah, that's the difference.
All that,
They're
all
also
that
both
matters is
one.
all we know is that Graham would beat both their asses.
The difference is the Guybrush is a complete menace to his surroundings, and Roger just wants to go to sleep.
And then Ben Throttle beats Graham up.
I mean, Roger does destroy an asteroid.
Well, there's evil people on it and monkeys. Stop. There you go. You can actually do this and fuck up. So, climb down the rope. And you would think this would.
Actually, one good contrast is anytime Guybrush goes somewhere.
Oh, yes.
I love that death.
This is a great death.
Why? Why does this?
Because it's
stump?
not. Because it's not. Because there's too much weight on it. That's why.
But
It
the-
weirds me out that the thinner one can hold it better, especially if
Yeah,
it feels like
It
it's
makes
more
no
easily
sense
rollable.
because trees are supposed to dig into the earth, and Roger is not that heavy. I mean,
I just figure that's
well, to be fair, it's on a
because
cliff edge.
the tree got weaker when you broke it.
Yeah, to be fair, it's also on a cliff edge. The roots of the cliff edge.
That thing's supposed to be a bear.
I think it's supposed to be very hungry and big and mean and
Maybe
scary.
it's the programmers.
It's Ken Williams.
Yes, it's Ken Williams.
Where
This was Ken Williams' face when Space Quest 2 was
I
released.
think there was an message if you type "eat ape."
That isn't
Oh,
necessary
darn.
in this game.
Okay, I thought it was supposed to say something along the lines of "You've got that the wrong way around."
Shoot ape with a gun.
He's a
Oh, I got it.
sized fella.
Darn. Sorry.
He's hungry.
Oh, and there's
Say
this,
what?
there's this
Oh
bit-
right, I'm thinking of the snake in Space Quest 3. That one's got a lot of messages.
Oh, it's got
for
a
it.
ton.
Yeah, the bridal.
Yeah. There's a
You've been
thing
playing too
about
much King's Quest.
there's a bit about a cave squirrel in here that will maul and molest you.
Yep. If you go in without a light, you got to like maneuver around until you're deeper into the cave.
I'm trying Evil Ted. I'm trying. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Come on, fresh janitor, come and get it.
Wouldn't say fresh.
Willing to fuck anything that moves.
You hear the sound of
Yeah.
many small, scratchy footsteps moving towards you. Gnash, growl, crunch, snap. What snaps? His head?
His bones.
Cave beaver.
Killer cave beaver. You now know the
His
meaning of
golden mop.
excruciating when used in reference to level of pain. Is there another? Hold gem between butt cheeks. A small shriek and the sound of many footsteps. It's like it sounds like a cave spider would have been more scary, or a cave snake. Or no, beaver.
Beaver's funny. Beaver's funny. Maybe
does
it's like
It's very specific.
it's
very
funny.
specific.
You're expecting like a bear or something. No, beaver.
Did I turn on the translator? I forget.
I don't think. you
Don't
did.
think you did.
You don't need to.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
don't, because it's on.
Oh
from the
no, it's
last
on.
game.
I don't think it can be turned off.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
right.
think
This is
it's always
Space Quest 2.
on.
That's always
Yeah.
on.
We
Yeah.
need. We need the gem. Can you
Yeah,
get a
because
rock
if
from
you don't
here?
get,
Yeah, if you don't get the gem, you're boned. It is such a fucking dick move.
You can get the
most
rocks
modern
from the
adventure
rubble
games are-
of the Labor
most-
Terror Beast later.
most modern adventure games, like I forgot to, like I better go, like in Broken Sword 5, like I better pick that thing up as put on the pedestal before I leave. Sarah's like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
it.
Fate of
Well,
Atlantis is good at that. It will not let you leave a screen without the stone discs. Well, it will, but it'll let you come back to it later.
it's like saying maybe I should pick up that thing up before I leave because I need it for like another puzzle.
I thought I could fall.
And now another maze.
Beautiful.
I think the worst maze.
Never mind.
Nah. Space Quest 5.
This is
Okay,
fine.
fine.
Everything's fine.
That thing. No matter what maze you bring up, it's not beating Space Quest 5 in terrible.
Yeah, it's a lot better
Or it
than
could-
the Goliath maze. Probably because you can move through it faster.
Whose idea was the Space Quest 5 maze? I don't. It just brings the game to such a halt.
Blame it on Josh Mendel.
I presume it was meant
Josh didn't work on
put
it.
there to kill time.
Exactly.
The people at Dynamics are like making mazes because they do that, and I think.
Oh yeah, Willie Beamish near the end of the game.
Oh,
That's
right.
got a maze there too.
Never got that far. Rise
I think
of the
there's one in
Dragon.
Rise of Dragon.
Is
I
that
think
one
there's
good?
The
no
thing
way.
that bugs me
Another...
most about that maze is the game
it's okay.
flows so beautifully
Yeah.
up until that point. It has been impeccably paced. It just flows right, and then they throw a fucking maze at you.
Yeah, you're talking about
It's like
Space Quest
I-
5,
And
right?
a bad one.
I presume
I got-
it's there to add artificial difficulty.
I got all the Dynamics games like in April, and I still need to play Heart of China and Willie Beamish, but Rise of Dragon was alright. It's not the
Yeah,
greatest
okay.
game in the
No,
world.
Willie Beamish is
I
a
heard
really
about
good
it.
game.
I first heard about it a few years back when I was looking for games after I first played Snapper.
God damn,
Good
R.I.P.
lord.
your ears. I accidentally beat this thing. I was actually looking for the cave squid. But the thing about the cave
Case
squid,
goes like, where is he?
he's not actually
He's in-
hunting you.
He's in a very specific section of the map.
Yeah.
He's actually relatively hard to find.
Yeah, you have to go into an area and then move back.
Can someone look up a map? Or can
see if we can
Yeah.
get a map
Yes,
quick.
I can. I can get one for you. Give me a second.
Thank you. I mean, I could just tab out of the game and find one myself. I'm just so lazy.
The one thing I like about Rise of Dragon is you can skip the arcade sequences at the end of the game. You can outright skip them after dying like 3 times, and I was like, yes, thank you. These are bad.
But arcade
All right.
sequences are the best
It's in
part.
backward chat, trolls.
Oh, cheers. Thanks.
You're welcome.
There we
More
go.
games need to have you skip the arcade sequences.
Cave squid. One thing that fucked me
But
off
they're
about
the
Rise
best
of the
part.
Dragon was that you had to be in specific places at specific times, like there was an
Yeah.
in-game clock. I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, me too.
It's you need to be on a specific day or the last bit of the game isn't happening, so you can like get through most of it and like you have to like wait.
Hey, before I forget, has there been any update on those Blade Runner remasters?
It's apparently coming out next year, I think, or is it? It's like October. It's coming out on consoles and Steam, but I'm wondering if the GOG version is going to get upgraded
would
because
suspect-
I bought on GOG.
Depending on when they announced it, I suspect it might be delayed.
You guys ready? We're gonna
No.
do this on normal speed. Hello.
Yeah, because I remember I read about. I think it said October.
Yeah, 'cause I
Poison
definitely
Pond.
want-
Dead
I'm still
end.
waiting for Poison Pond, and I haven't heard anything about that in like a year.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my. The
'cause
dreaded
I definitely
cave
want to pick up
squid.
the physical version they're doing.
I was
Magically somehow got Overseer to work on my Windows 10 laptop. That was like a glorious day.
I was so scared of the squid when I was a kid. Just absolutely
Waterfall, you're
terrified.
too loud.
Yes, sorry. I was so terrified of the cave squid when I was a kid. Because I literally thought that thing was hunting you through the caves.
Well, you think it is. Well, you think
Can we
it is
save
because
him?
that's how it works. Yeah, I think you're coming. Yeah.
It's probably a
This is such a pretty screen. It has to be
It
seen.
is.
very pretty.
There's
And
a charm to these old graphics.
And that animation.
I think I'm dead. Arg.
Splat.
Splat.
Waterfall. Waterfall.
Right, let's not be a dum dum. There's like two options.
This
Both
this
of
part
them-
confuses me because you think that's gonna kill you, and it's
Yes.
like no.
Yeah.
This looks like a death.
It's like you think you're
It
supposed to
even
avoid the
triggers
whirlpool.
sooner.
How many people do you think just restored their game before he got
I
sucked
do.
out?
yeah. I
A
can
lot
imagine
of
quite a
people.
few.
This screen is
I
probably
like that
the
statue.
most beautiful looking one in the entire
Yes.
game. Oh, there's stuff. Can we just turn the sound off? Thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice statue.
You
Yeah,
can
look
do
face.
face. You can do stuff to it. Change the ugly face. Okay, this is just going on about how ugly people are. Climb face. Can you climb on top of these boxes or pillars or whatever they are? Does it even recognize pillar? No.
No.
Look,
I think
box.
it calls them boxes or cubes.
Or they just never wrote messages for them.
Because there's not enough space for an animation climbing on top of the pillars.
The only reply is a stony stare.
This isn't Zelda where you can actually climb on the pillar.
Face.
What
I'm surprised it doesn't kill you. I'm surprised that doesn't kill you.
Wait, is he playing his
Look,
arc
block. I
in
was sure there was a message for these.
You
Strangely
think all
Square?
that gushing
yeah.
water would like flatten you or something?
Yeah, that's it. Nah.
That's it. That's it. Push.
Get block.
Get block. Yeah, just yank this.
I remember hearing someone joking like Sierra would kill you for picking up a pencil. I don't think you ever get killed by picking up a pencil.
No, but that's just because they didn't think of it. There's no. I don't think.
If I worked at Sierra, I'd be like, "Where's the pencil, Def?"
Oh, here's
I would say this is one of the more infamous dead ends.
Yeah, because there's like two things you need.
But you don't need the Rubik's Cube. You can just go in out and enter the screen again.
and
And he
also
disappears.
he won't go in
Oh.
the water after you.
Yes.
Because you need the mating whistle and you.
But also
Hi, Taz.
for some reason you can't throw the Rubik's cube at him, and he'll stay like this forever. By the way, you can't do that while you're swimming. You're lucky if you can think and breathe simultaneously. Ouch.
But logically, you could
Insulting
throw
ego.
something from water.
Yeah.
I do like his animation. Especially when he scratches his head.
Oh, of course we have to do that. Alright, give him a
Yes.
chat.
This is the goal of the stream. To make sure that we attempt to fuck every creature in this game.
Yes. I mean,
And you
what-
can take a turn from here.
Troll should just play Larry. Troll should just play Larry at that point, where he can fuck everybody.
I have actually considered doing that, but then I went, you know what? I am not the right person to play this series.
Yeah, it's not your kind of humor.
Nah, well,
I think it's funny, but I'm an immature person.
it's probably telling that the only Sierra series I've ever finished are Space Quest and Leisure Suit Larry. But on the other hand-
I mean, I've only finished Larry. I still only did play Quest for Glory. I mean, wait, no, that's a lie. I beat Gabriel Knight 1.
the thing about we have to do so many things on the screen, by the way. No, but the thing about Larry
Yeah.
is they are really a product of their time, and there's some questionable shit in there, and it's hard to like stay jovial and funny while you have to explain that
Yeah, but
Transphobic
it's
jokes aren't
always at
funny.
Larry. It's always at Larry's expense, though. Except, okay, I won't defend the trans thing. That was a product of its time.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
I'm not defending that. That was a product of its time. I think it was Perry in the Crying Game too. But for the most
Yeah,
part,
that's what it was.
But for the most part, it tends to be Larry is not doing the jokes to the girls at Larry's expense. So
Okay, first of all, we're gonna Metal Gear Solid this thing, and also you can't.
and you're not an RPG. Yeah, you're also not an RPG, so you won't play Quest. So you might not play Quest for Glory.
I've tried. It's just not my jam.
I just need to play it because it's just been sitting in my like GOG folder since I bought like 2 years ago. I've just been lazy. My backlog's bad.
Wait, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Oh, I
Okay,
can
drop
yell.
The jock strap.
Well, yeah, that comes last. I can do so. Oh wait, I can just use the key card if I don't bung this.
There's
type Call
three
Guard
ways of
comes
doing this part.
You can't. Oh, you can. What the hell? Yeah, you can do that. I tried yell. It did nothing. That's
Yeah, a
weird.
lot of those reviews I was saying for Wet Dreams Don't Dry were complaining about how it was like they made Larry too PC.
Well, I
I'm
think
like,
if Larry's
well,
gonna
there's
get
a
trans-
lot to unpack in that sentence.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, if Larry's getting sent to the future, I think if he wants a chance to get laid, he's gonna have to be a bit more PC.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. Like we're not getting old, Larry. I just miss him being a goblin.
Why
A short
can't I
goblin.
Oh, yeah.
unlock this? Why
Fucking
can't?
love the opening of 6, where he's like fucking doing the 12-pound weight, and his head's like 4 times the size of his body.
His appearance changes a lot throughout the whole series.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's
Yeah, but I
Zerky
like his 6 and
Cortex.
7.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Pretty
become like a
complexity.
short goblin like in 5.
I like his sprite in VGA 1. He's just got that smirk on the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay,
He just looks too tall for me in the modern design. He reminds me of Guybrush and Curse.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
It should be in Zerky Cortex.
Yeah, tall Larry doesn't look right.
There you go. You can totally do this.
Paul Larry is
God
the
damn
future.
it. I swear I tried this before.
You did.
Has
I remember
anyone
you
here
doing
actually-
it.
It
Has
works so
anyone here
far.
actually played
you
Wet
have to
Dreams
look at
Don't
the door
Die?
first?
Because I've been thinking about picking it up.
No, it's like $8 on GOG right now, but I haven't played it.
I have, and I think it's pretty good.
Oh,
I mean,
goddamn,
if you
now
like
it works.
the Larry series in general, I would really
Yeah,
recommend
dude.
it.
Where would you rate it? Like the upper half, the bottom half?
Well, I mean, 6 and 7 are of course the best ones, and 5 is probably the worst one.
Yeah,
Followed by
Probably
2
in
is the
top
second
3,
worst one.
actually. Yeah.
Because it would go for me. It's 6, 7, 3, and 1 in terms of my favorites.
What about Magnum Cum Laude though? The
those
best
are
one?
Larry
Office
games.
Buzz.
Those are bad.
They don't count.
Yeah, for the purpose of this discussion, this is Larry Leffer games, not
I
Larry.
just
I
want to
have
know.
100%ed the Magna Cum Laude game. Unfortunately, I
I
played it
feel
on
sorry
PS2.
for you.
And I have the what's the next one? Box Office Bust. I have it on PS3, and it's
Look.
on
It's
my
bad.
game shelf, but I haven't touched it. It's just
Yeah.
collecting
Blame
dust.
Game Grumps.
I
Yeah,
also need to play Hero.
The one thing
Hero
Larry
Yoshi.
5 has going for it is that airplane takeoff animation, and that's it.
Yes,
It is good. It is good animation. It's
cartoony.
just boring. It's just boring.
it's got some cute things in it, but it's a bad game. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
The Patty stuff is more interesting than Larry's stuff. Larry's stuff's kind of but Patty's stuff is kind of more interesting, except for that one joke
yes.
with the ink.
oh yeah.
But isn't there like some really questionable shit in 5 too? Like,
He's recording women without their consent is the main one.
yeah, there's also a bit with a gynecologist. I seem to remember. It's really
Yes.
Oh yeah.
awful.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing to play off as a funny joke. Yeah, I think that 5 is just
It's
bad
a
all over,
product.
really.
It's a lot of the Sierra stuff is just a product of their time and would not be used today.
Yeah, but I mean, even at the
'Cause they didn't
time, it
care.
was kind of a flop. People didn't like it when it came out either.
They,
Not because of the jokes, though, but still,
because
it
it was
wasn't
too
really.
easy.
No, I
Yeah.
remember
Someone
people
showed
not.
up
I
the
remember
screen.
reading people didn't like because you couldn't die. They're saying, "Oh, they're
Yeah, and
dumbing
it's also
adventure games down for the masses."
Yeah.
This is not to say that kind of humor was ever allowable. It's not.
You turned it
obviously,
out too
but-
soon.
No, I didn't.
But it didn't really become
missing
like
one.
kind of bad until like 6 or 8 years ago. I noticed, and I think at that point, I
Yeah,
started
that's what I
thinking,
noticed too.
that
Because
kind of humor does
no
not
one
fly.
used to care. No one cared as much 8 years ago.
No,
Yeah,
everyone
true.
loved Ace Ventura when it came out, and that is just the most transphobic movie of all
Yes.
time.
Well, now
also
it
true.
is.
And now it is.
There was another one. What was it?
Also, best AGI screen here.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
this
Yeah.
this is a
screen
gorgeous
is
screen.
so beautiful. Although he slumps, he's not. He's.
Oh, I don't
got
think
bad
there's anything
posture.
really.
Well, he's tired.
Well,
Jesus.
Roger
he's a lazy
detected
ass
doesn't
man.
look
He
like one of
hasn't-
the ape men.
Hasn't slept.
Trolls,
He hasn't
even
slept
if
in a
you're
while.
trying to, insert your keycard into every slot, that doesn't mean that Roger's always erect.
Remind me again why we're not doing a Leisha Suit Larry type game.
It reminds me of the audio switch video for King's Quest V, where
Because you
Rev.
need me and Summer who's actually played the games. Because
right.
Oh, I forgot. I'm me.
I think the arrow keys do work on the screen.
although I'm immature and I'm easily amused, so it didn't really bother me.
Like I was saying, it reminds me of that audio switch video that Rev did for King's Quest V, and he clicks a hand icon on the cow, and it says, "Your key won't fit this lock."
I mean, it is. It is. The swapped audio is suspiciously good, especially that very famous "No More for Today." And just, Cedric, no.
Mm.
Well,
Like I said, one of my
Some
favorite things
verbal
about
vision.
Sierra's games is like all the sarcastic the look messages, because LucasArts didn't really do look messages that well. It was always, "This is a boulder."
There's an animation for Vohal's talking on that screen that's not in the game for some reason.
Oh.
Asteroid. And now to get impregnated by the alien.
Oh, we have to play
Yes,
this.
gorgeous
We have to
art
play the
incoming.
ending twice.
One.
So you need to save, because you got to do this twice, because you got to
Yeah.
get chest bursted and not get chest bursted.
Yes, we do.
Trolls, just steal your own footage from your channel.
Did you even know what Alien was when you played this game
Oh
the first time?
yeah, which is really kind of weird.
Yeah,
but
it is kind of weird.
I mean, I was 8 or 9 years old when I finished this game the first time. So we knew
So what should
we
you
had,
watch first? Oh, sorry.
we hadn't watched Alien, of course, because it's a horror movie and we weren't allowed to. But we'd seen it.
It's not rated movie.
It was fairly popular at the time.
Oh, freaking finally, Vegas is on Humble Bundle. Sony Vegas.
Oh, they're about to say New Vegas. It's like, damn,
All right, let's get
everyone should buy New Vegas.
Yeah, but
all
what about
the
Lost
shit we
Wages?
need. Oh wait, there's a really weird panel in. Oh, there's a message here about Nat's hamster.
No, I found
tape.
funny troll.
Yeah,
So
here we go.
light. So Lelpier Lightbite is doing a let's play of Rex Nebula, and I was thinking of you when he does like wait, and he said he liked the game. I was like, why? Why do you like this game?
Oh,
I have a weird love-hate relationship with Rex Nebula. A lot of the humor falls flat, but it is a nice-looking game, in my opinion.
oh, it's a wonderful looking game. Scott Murphy has some very choice words for the people who made Rex Nebula. Apparently, the lead designer was a really weird guy.
Yeah, I've heard.
Tried to get in good graces with the two guys who were in charge. I really like Space Quest. He's like, yeah, okay, you're kind of weird.
I still like Larry.
giving us a weird vibe here.
Well, that was a
just for these corridors. Like you can look out the windows and stuff. They aren't terribly interesting though.
What the hell am I
I
doing?
think the guy who made Rex Nebula also made Earthrise, which feels very Space Quest.
what was the other game they made? Dragonstone, Demonstone. That was
Yes,
basically
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
because I have that because it was for free on GOG.
They made that, and Phantom of the Opera was used.
I
for some
think
reason.
some of the guys who made Rex Nebula also did all their simulator games like Civ and the flight simulator games like F-17A.
I remember Let's playing Rex Nebula with Fred back when we did Let's Plays on Backseat Designers, back when we were raging alcoholics. It was a stream that lasted, I think, maybe 4 or 5 hours. But Kev was there, I believe, and we ended up rage quitting near the end of the game because one of the puzzles involved you electrocuting a dog. And and Fred was just like,
you
fuck
crush
this,
it
I'm
with a
going
car.
Crush the dog.
Crush it with the car.
People need to stop doing that. People need to stop doing animal cruelty puzzles. We need to stop this.
Yes, Charles Cecil, Beyond the Steel Sky. What do you have against birds? I mean, come on.
The goat. No, it's a spoiler. That they did summon to a goat at the end of Broken Sword 5.
He just finds birds foul, troll.
Okay.
It's like people didn't like the goat in Broken Sword 1, so they made the goat the expense in Broken Sword 5.
Oh, I need to come back to the screen, by the way. We need to get the lighter first.
Speaking of animal cruelty, I remember the...
Wait, what?
That was a bad setup.
That is a great setup. I can't wait to hear what's coming.
I remember one joke that really I did not like in the first Shrek movie was where Fiona sings so loud that the bird explodes, and then she takes the bird's eggs and cooks them.
Oh,
I feel bad now. I thought it was funny as a kid, but I feel bad now.
Like, oh, there's a
It is a weirdly set up joke too. I mean, the camera pans in on the eggs, and you're supposed to feel sad, and then suddenly they're fried.
Yes.
Was it Deponia 2 where the dolphins were turned to cat food?
Oh, good fuck, Ponia.
We're mentioning animal cruelty, and that's the first thing I think of is, oh yeah, the dolphins.
I mean, Deponia is just, oh god.
Careful.
I know, and that's not even going in. That's not even going into the third game. I don't want to touch that.
No. I'm on the wrong side of the screen too. This is a fun stream.
LucasArts doesn't really do that though. That I don't know. Oh, the hamster. Well, the hamster Maniac Mansion, but they felt sorry about that, so they redeemed themselves in Day of the Tentacle. But
there's even a bit in Beyond the Steel Sky that retroactively makes you do animal cruelty. Like in Beneath the Steel Sky, you send the little dog on a swim, and it's a fun moment. The dog's fine, but
it's very cute.
He's fine.
He's fine. You walk up to the police officer trying to get him out, and the security officer trying to get him out, and he just goes, stupid mud, and Foster goes, oh, he seems to be enjoying it. But in Beyond the Steel Sky, you go into this stupid museum, and they have a statue of Spunky the dog, the one you give a swim, and there's a little robot that sort of narrates his life story, and he goes, Spunky tragically drowned in a pond at the tender age of 6. And I went, what? He
looked fine.
He was fine when I left him.
Can we just pretend Beyond the Steel Sky didn't happen?
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I suspect it was like someone said earlier that somebody played Beneath the Steel Sky but didn't quite remember everything. They only remembered like bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Because it's turning into that. It's turning into
Beyond
that.
How would you rank it? How would you rate it? 1 to 10.
Who, me?
Well, any one of you who's actually played it.
Beyond the Steel Sky? The visuals really give it a notch. I mean, it is.
It's pretty.
It is. I mean, I don't know modern visuals very well. I don't play modern games, but for me, if they wanted to capture the feel of the original but update it to 3D, I think they did very, very well. The rest is kind of trash, though.
It reminds me of Dreamfall Chapters, the art design.
How was the music?
Bland.
As most games of that era tend to be.
Yeah, like most of the adventure games I kind of like tend to be made in AGS and 2D.
No, I mean Beyond.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of there's like one good tune in Beyond, and it's the one that's supposed to be this ungodly racket that you pipe into this guy's VIP lounge to get him to leave, and it's the most awesome kick-ass tune, and the rest is just someone fell asleep on their keyboard.
I don't know if it's just they don't give composers much creative freedom nowadays. Because, for example, I'm looking at Aubrey Hodges' resume, and he does a lot of music for Sierra games. And like Crest for Glory 4 is one of the best Sierra soundtracks I've ever heard.
I think
And then you look later on in his
is
resume, and he's got Madden, NFL, and NASCAR, and
yeah.
He composed the.
I think the
Madden theme.
main issue is I think people want to be more like movies.
Yeah, and it just sounds like generic, sub John Williams orchestral music.
Yeah,
it starts to blend in with each other.
And they got an actual orchestra to do the soundtrack for Beyond the Steel Sky, and I'm sure whoever composed it did their very best, but it just drones on. There's nothing I mean, the original soundtrack to Beneath the Steel Sky was very memorable, I thought. Like really like quirky little melodies and really memorable, and I couldn't, apart from that one cacophonous tune that's supposed to be grating and annoying but is actually very awesome, apart from that I couldn't tell you a single piece of music, except for when they sample the original, which they do. Like you go into Link Space and then actually plays the Link Space tune from the original game.
But here's the most important thing: is it better than Broken Sword 3 and 4?
I have never finished 3 and I've never played 4.
4 is bad.
I played 3, but I got stuck. I was playing it on the PS2 and I got stuck on something. The disc was scratched. It wouldn't go beyond a certain cutscene. Also, I was very high at the time.
As you ever play Snatcher?
Sorry, what was the question?
Speaking of being high.
The only way you can play Snatcher is the problem with Snatcher is the only way you can play is through an emulator, because you can only play it through the Sega CD. Same with Police Knots.
I am sure this will not come back to haunt me in any way.
Well, unless you can read Japanese.
Which I can't.
What do you mean you can't read Japanese? You play video games.
I thought that was like a prerequisite.
Yeah, I know. Just because I like Japanese anime music doesn't mean I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, it's just like your animes.
Just because I like their songs doesn't mean I understand it.
Shit. I don't understand the fucking word of Japanese either. And apparently, all those times when you were when I was watching anime as a teenager and going, "Oh, this language sounds interesting. I really want to learn this." I bet on the wrong East Asian country. I was supposed to learn Chinese. The Chinese are our new masters. I was dead sure it's going to be the Japanese.
4 versions of Chinese. It's like which one you picking?
I prefer anime, so
Dum dee dum dee dum dee dum. This is a James Bond moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Looking through games online.
Sludge Ball is basically a Bond
now.
Now.
Do it now.
Trolls, come on.
Now. Trolls, come on.
I forgot. I've played this game like a million times.
Don't fall into green jello. Don't fall in the green jello, my dude.
I may have mentioned this, but where does the fucking plunger go? Check this out. Where does it go?
In the ceiling.
So this is a 2. So you actually can't see the ceiling at all.
Well, no, but still.
Is it still in your inventory, or did it go into the ceiling?
It went into the ceiling.
Say what? And thus you're dead.
Where does that cattle prod come from? Because it kind of just looks like he just crotch punched
his hand turned into it.
Oh,
his hand turned into one.
That's.
They really didn't expect you to linger on the screen because there's not a lot of interaction messages for the robots.
I just realized the sound is still off. It's not that important, is it? I mean, there's the vocal cue coming up.
There's barely any sound in this game because it's an early '80s game where music didn't exist on PC. It exists on console, not on PC.
What now?
It's also back during a day when a lot of PCs didn't have sound cards. They might have had the PC speaker, so.
Yeah, I'm being mean.
I'm reading the Larry reviews on GOG, and you're right, they're hilarious.
They're all like, this is too SJW. They ruined Larry.
Yeah, this is why I don't read GOG reviews.
No, stay away from GOG reviews.
Or the Steam. No, because there are a bunch of elitist pricks. Like, this isn't a true adventure game. It's too easy.
Oh god, the fucking Sierra crowd. I lovely people, most of them, but there are just a few vocal people who are just like, oh, this game doesn't take a year to finish. I'm out. Where's the fucking basket on this asteroid?
I'd rather take 5 hours. I'd rather take 5 hours to finish a Dave Gilbert game than 10 years.
People have to remember it was a different time back in the early '90s when all you had was that game.
Yeah.
So you
now
were
I have
willing
way
to
too many
spend years on it.
I have way too many games to play.
Choles, was the wastebasket in the bathroom, or was it where you found the overalls?
I think it's in a closet.
It is where I find the overalls, I think. Also, has anyone noticed? I get in the elevator that's on the far right, and it takes me to the. When I get to the floor, I'm on the leftmost elevator.
Yeah, I think Roger's facing the other way when he's in these rooms.
Does he?
I also said earlier that adventure games forum is also kind of elitist too. That tends to be why I don't like reading adventure game forums.
Why is there no floor 2?
God.
Because it's a big drop? I don't know.
It's hard being a fan of something.
Floor 2 is the robot plunger room.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Get basket. Although I think it's a bucket.
It's close enough. It's close enough to be the most useful.
Because if it was a basket, it would have burned. It would have burned to death when you set on fire.
Well, it's a waste basket. Those can be metal. They can be metal as fuck. And now I'm just imagining this big open air festival stage with all the strobe lights going off and this metal music pounding, and on stage are just like 4 waste baskets with clumps of hair in them.
That's the Puzzle in Space Venture.
I need to play that, by the way. I haven't played it since the alpha.
I'm still gonna be that butt that's saying it's never coming out until it comes out. Well, I'm currently like that with Poison Pawn. I'm like, that game is never coming
out. Poison Pawn, I have high hopes for.
It should be good.
Looks pretty good. I
Has there
think
been any news about Poison Pawn?
Last time I heard about it was last year. And they haven't said anything since.
Tesla Effect should have.
It's been a while.
There was some murmuring in the Tex Murphy Discord, which was a little concerning because they said that they had kind of picked more things to work on, that they were expanding the scope even more. Or at least that's how I.
But didn't that cause problems with Tesla Effect?
Yeah, Tesla Effect.
It just sounded like bad news.
It's like Tesla Effect's plot is all over the place. I'm like, what is the mystery of this game? Because you kind of keep dropping plot points like halfway through, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, and most of them never go anywhere. There's that whole bit where, hi, I'm also the reincarnation of a detective that also lived in this room, that also was tied to some Russian mob or some shit. By the way, never mind. Let's go talk to dead people now.
Yeah, it's like this plot really isn't. And then there's like the last section of the game where like you're exploring a facility, which is bad. But to be fair, every text part of the game has that bad section. Area 51. The maze in the temple.
Oh god, Pandora Directive.
So Sledge Boha area is gorgeous.
So guys,
I like Pandora Directive, but a lot of its areas are bad.
Yeah, the maze and Roswell. Roswell is kind of interesting. I mean, it is pant-shittingly terrifying, but
I
really like the death here, where if you walk onto the keyboard before,
I was going to say, please capture this.
I really didn't like.
Look how he just absolutely disintegrates into the floor.
He was gone.
My main problem with Roswell was that part with the plane and the air duct. That was hard to control.
Yeah, but luckily you only had to do that on game player mode. Like really, I mean, there's a little bit of it in entertainment mode, but
there's like there's one point you have to do it in entertainment mode. It's still annoying.
I really like the message for Look Fan. It's really silly. Oh wait, that real red thing on the wall.
Pump.
I have to look around. Pump and respirator.
Look at
yeah. Look, pump.
Respirator. I guess it's if you're. It has to be turned
Yeah,
on.
reload.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, don't do it. Don't bother. Don't bother.
I'm going to do it.
No.
He's bothering.
I am bothering. Can I spell respirator? No, I can't. There you go. See
If
the
you
better
don't
go
know
up?
how to spell,
See
you
the better
can't
go
win
down.
games.
Up, down, up,
Down.
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 Look, pump.
See,
Yeah, look,
okay.
pump.
Space Quest 2 did it first. Bed goes up, bed goes down. No, pump
Oh.
goes up, pump goes down.
I'm gonna make my main nemesis shrink right next to my life support system. I'm a very smart man.
I actually know about all these silly messages because I looked through the game's code a long time ago. So yeah,
It's like
There's
Volhall,
some
why'd you
gems in
shrink
there.
him next? Why'd you shrink him next to your life support system?
Because he put you in a glass cage. He wasn't expecting you to have a glass cutter. Why he would have one in his janitorial closet, I don't know. Oh, I just remembered. We have to.
I literally defeated you with the stuff you left lying around in your own damn asteroid base.
Damn.
We have to do this 3 times actually, because we have to get all the way to the end without turning on self-destruct as well.
Oh no, that's bad. Because you gotta do it again, because you're gonna have to die, and then you gotta do it again without
Yeah.
getting kissed.
Might as well go through the game. No, you
It's
know
time.
what?
It's time to play. It's time for us to realize Space Quest 2 is the worst game. Francisco, it's time. It's
Dare
time.
you, sir?
I'm troll. I'm kidding.
Don't you start. 2 is like the third best.
Okay, I guess safe, yeah, because we need to not cancel the clone launch.
We need to do it now because we need to get kissy kissy alien.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
That
you
was
already
actually
you
one
already got
thing.
kissied.
That was actually one thing the Infamous Adventures guys were kind of upset they missed. They honestly didn't know about the Apple II soundtrack for this game, so they didn't adapt any of it at all.
Well,
They
to
were
be
kind
fair,
of upset when they found out
there's not that much sound in this game. That's why.
Exactly. They thought it was just all basically just like the PC version. There was all basically the occasional sound effect, and that was about it. And it turned out the Apple II actually had a few significant pieces.
Oh,
so
it has.
they were kind of annoyed they didn't know about that and thus didn't incorporate it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about that till Trolls made that video.
Yeah, to be fair, who knew about that?
Trolls.
He is the historian.
I
I
just,
thought it was historian.
This is a pretty screen.
it is. Oh look.
Oh, yeah.
at it.
Definitely
It's
one
like
of the
my
best.
favorite. Yeah, it's like my favorite screen of the whole game.
Oh, and now
This is
for
like
the
my least favorite of the whole game.
It looked like he was wearing a mask in that last screen when you were going down.
He
He was.
he was.
Oh, he was. Huh.
Yeah.
Because it goes away when you enter the
Not
screen.
wearing it, you die when the tube depressurizes when it cracks.
Oh, I thought that was just a weird graphical glitch because he takes it off when you leave.
No,
the room.
graphic glitches
It's
are
off
for modern
immediately when
games.
it's out, basically. Hey, look, it
There are
says-
graphical glitches in old games too.
Yeah, trolls don't start. I still remember the double Cliffy in the Game Grumps of playthrough 5.
Mohall Maromatic. Admit it, Sludge. You just stole Ed 209 from OCP and filed off the serial numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's time
pretty
for
much.
it's time to play RoboCop.
And shrunk him down a bit as well. Look at that gate.
He also looks like a Metal Gear.
Yeah, it kind of
very
looks like a
small-
picture of Metal Gear, whatever they were called, geckos in
He looks like a gecko.
or kind of like a slightly larger version of the Mousers from Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh
Turtles.
yeah. But hang on. RoboCop was 1988 or 1987 because Space
Wasn't it
Quest.
earlier?
I think.
Space Quest 2 is
I'm bad.
1987.
Everyone keeps stealing Sludge's ideas.
Release July 17th, 1987.
Oh, and Space Quest came out at the end of 1987, I believe. So
Yeah,
maybe
so
that
they
was-
ripped off.
They could have got
Yeah,
That would have
inspiration.
been. Yeah, that would definitely
Here we
have
go.
been decent
Here we
enough.
go. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The miracle of life.
Is it time to turn the sound on? Yeah, I don't think-
I don't think there is sound for it.
Hello,
Is it
my
sound
baby.
in the
Hello,
animation?
my
I can't remember.
honey. Hello,
There
my
is no sound.
husband.
There is no sound and stuff. Oh, here we go.
Okay,
I
we
think
get
as
to
I
it.
hadn't seen Alien at the time. I think the first time I saw that was the parody in Spaceballs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was going to
that's
ask
right.
a question. Which did
Not
you see
again.
first, Spaceballs or Alien?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Me too.
Yes, I think that was true of a lot of people.
The most hilarious thing about Spaceballs is they got Sir himself to come back and literally do, "Oh God, not again." I mean,
Yes, that is such a great
Hurt
line.
part.
I mean, it is John Hurt.
That's John Hurt going through it all over again. That's the
And
single
it's the same prop.
thing.
It's in the credits. It says it's an alien monster courtesy of Industrial Art and Magic or something. It is literally the same one.
Hang on, do we already have the line?
Yeah, because they got a lot of George Lucas's people to work on Spaceballs too.
Yeah, Mel Brooks famously said, if you want to parody something, you have to be as good, if not better, than the thing you're parodying, like in terms of visual
Absolutely
effects.
right.
Yes.
It's the difference between being satirist and just being angry. Is you can tell the difference when you're doing proper satire. You can tell there's still a love for the thing, even as you mock it. When you're just being angry, that comes through, and it's usually not very good.
Yeah, because Space Quest 5 is trying way too hard to be Star Trek.
Yeah.
Well, someone said
I mean,
that.
that's probably the biggest argument against 5 is that it's very, very Star Trek-y, which doesn't entirely fit with everything that came before. But
Yeah, because the rest of the series is general sci-fi.
I still maintain that 5 and 6 are parallel universes.
I like to think of it as if you take the best parts of 5 and the best parts of 6 and stick them together, you'd have a good Space Quest 5. Just there's the first 4 games, then crush 5 and 6 into one single amorphous amalgam that's desperately screaming why it exists. What have I become? Why am I?
Amalgamate them into like a Jeff Goldblum teleporter kind of thing.
Yes, like Jeff Goldblum at the end of The Fly. Yeah, exactly.
What part of 6 would you keep?
Oh, that ending is terrible. Ugh. Supposed to be, but ugh.
No, you couldn't mash 5 and 6 together. The whole problem with 5 and 6 is the whole StarCon thing where they just painted themselves into a corner. Well, that too. Yeah. But in Josh's original 5 design, there was no such thing as StarCon.
Yeah.
I think that was just world building stuff because they wanted to show that there was a federation in the universe.
They want to show that Roger is not the only person.
Because every sci-fi series has a federation.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, and it doesn't.
They also wanted to mock. They also wanted to mock Shatner's most famous character. I mean, for Pete's sakes, he wasn't originally named Rames. Originally, it was flat out James T. Quirk. So
yes, in the beta version,
and they most likely got in trouble for that, like they always do.
Much. Is there any Space Quest game that didn't have a lawsuit or got in front of one preemptively?
No, that's the problem. You're trying to parody something, but the people don't like you parodying them.
No, see,
I think maybe 3 is the only one they didn't do anything that might have got him in trouble. I think.
I'm surprised McDonald's didn't get mad. I'm surprised McDonald's didn't get mad.
That's true. Monolith Burger. Although to be honest, as big as McDonald's is, they're probably like, trust me, the worst has already been done to us. You guys couldn't even come close to ruining our bottom line.
I think they got into trouble for Pod Chow and Snake Chow because
those got changed.
Was Scumsoft Microsoft or?
No, they were kind of fine with it, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I completely forgot about the Chow
but it was
thing.
obviously self-parody of Sierra.
But actually, the thing about lawsuits in Space Quest is they got very, very few actual threats of lawsuits. Most of the time, it was just Sierra's legal department going, we might want to change this, actually. We just got cold feet.
Except ZZ Top, who they are infamously aggressive in pursuing their intellectual property.
Yeah, ZZ Top were just actual assholes about it. But and the thing about the Duracell and Ever-Ready Bunny, that's just a funny story.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole mess.
And it mostly happened with Space Quest too, because it didn't really happen with their other series. Like I think it happened once in Quest for Glory 1, because there's some Quest for
Heroes
Glory
Quest,
stuff.
and that wasn't even really an issue. It was just, as Troll said, Sierra's legal department being too overcautious.
It was also
they could have called it Heroes Quest if they wanted
in that Space Quest 4 room, there's a bunch of Quest for Glory stuff in there.
I mean, I've played the board game, so I'm familiar with it. There's no real way of confusing the two, I don't think. But the whole point about they were going to make a Nintendo cartridge version of it, I can see why we should
Quest for
probably
Glory still has Quest.
They never actually made it. It was never actually released.
Well, Quest for Glory doesn't sound. Well, Quest for Glory doesn't sound as generic as Heroes Quest. So it's a better name.
But I mean, I gotta be honest. Quest for Glory.
I think the Coles themselves said they preferred the original title because you're not really out for glory. You're out to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
So,
problem with the
I can
name
agree
Quest
with that,
for
but
Glory,
I do kind of prefer the Quest for Glory name. So.
it kind of messes with the with the
It still has
standards.
Quest
in
It's,
the
it's
name.
King's
It still has
Quest,
Quest.
Space
It still has
Quest.
Quest in the name because
Yeah,
Conquest has Quest in it.
Kong's Quest and
Yeah, at least it's not
Colonel's
Laura Bow.
Bequest.
I would
The
also
Colonel's
refer to
Bequest.
Colonel's Bequest.
There's a quest in Colonel's Bequest. There's a quest in
Yeah,
there.
it's like
Okay,
it's like towing the line.
there's like 3 or 4 people talking. I did not catch what Troll said.
I was just saying, in Hero's Quest fits with the idiom of Space Quest and King's Quest, and if they'd stuck with, I think Quest for Glory is, they could have thought of a much better name that would still have Quest name at the end of it. I don't know.
Glory for Quest.
I don't think they could have said Adventurer's Quest because all of Sierra's games are adventure games.
Right. But
Yeah.
Glory Quest just has a weird tinge to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like a Leisure Suit Larry game title.
Yeah.
Like it's weird because Quest for Glory is basically King's Quest but better.
Much better.
not an inaccurate assertion. Although you could argue, if you play the Paladin way or just choose not to take the crown at the end of 5, technically, then it's not a King's Quest.
Wait, what the hell? Hey, the Maromatic didn't follow me. Dude,
Yeah.
wake
I
up.
guess if he doesn't turn,
Yeah. Come on, boy.
Because Larry and Gabriel Knight didn't have Quest in the title. So
Yeah, but Larry was pretty much the Quest for Tone.
Well, I mean, what would you call Leisure Suit Larry if it were a quest?
Sex Quest.
F Quest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
F
you have to
Quest.
call it Sex Quest. There's no other way.
Yeah,
Or
call it
Fuck
F Quest. Fuck
They
Quest.
already
Gabriel Knight has a reference to oh geez, all of a sudden I can't remember Laura Bow in the first game. So you can make the argument it's all from the Colonel's Bequest. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, that's Gabriel Knight though. Gabriel Knight's in the same universe as Laura.
Yep, exactly.
Well, at that point, they'd sort of gotten past the whole Quest. At that point, other companies were starting to make fun of the fact that they had Quest in the title of everything.
Well, people still do.
Well, yeah.
Because they do kind of sound generic when you think about it. Like Space Quest, King's Quest sounds kind of generic as
Yeah,
titles.
yeah.
To be fair, it kind of.
Actually,
I
it's
think
kinda
Quest
weird.
was originally meant to be a parody of the King's Quest style of game, so
And honestly, the reason they're generic is because they were the forerunners. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same problem.
Mm.
Same problem a friend of mine who is a huge fan of the classic John Carter novels basically pointed out. Part of the reason the film did as badly as it did was everyone was saying, God, this is so generic and cliche. And like he said, it's generic and cliche because it's the progenitor.
Mhm.
This is where a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
this stuff started.
It's like Dragon
Yeah,
Quest.
the very
with
first
JRPGs.
King's Quest title did not actually have Quest for the Crown in the title, and it was released for the IBM PC Junior, which is old.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't even a DOS game, really.
Hang on. I like how, depending on what pod you get in, it's actually the same pod on the
It
screen that
animates
ejects.
the
Yes.
last one.
They actually took
doesn't
the time
matter.
to animate all
Screen
4
too.
of them.
And I think 1 or 2 of the pods are actually out of order.
Oh, right. That's right. Because I was worried when I got in the first pod. I was going, oh, wait, hang on. Isn't it the second pod that's not out of
The
order? But
second one,
apparently,
yeah.
no. I think the third and fourth maybe out of. I don't know. The fourth one might be.
And now Roger has gained his nap.
Yes, but we have fucked
Do
up.
we
so
know
get to-
for a fact how long it is between 2 and 3? Like, are we talking
No.
Nope. It's
alien
No,
and
they don't
alien
tell you.
level
They,
Nobody
they
knows.
literally don't tell you. People just assume
indeterminate
it might have been
amount of
100
time.
years. It might have been 100 years.
Quest Wiki, it says 100
I'm inclined to just
There we
presume
go.
it's the same.
Well, the Space Quest Wiki is probably wrong.
Yeah.
They don't tell you, so it's guessing.
No, that's why I
We
bring it up.
doomed
The Space
Xenon.
Quest, the Space
The
Quest
time
Wiki is hilarious. With how much shit is on it that's just made up.
I like
It
how
never really became important how much time passed between 2 and 3 until Space
Until
Quest
4.
6 came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I
don't
thought it
know.
was still 5. Yeah, when
'cause-
Beatrice is like, "Oh, you're the man that saved the universe some
Yeah.
years ago."
But the whole Stellar plotline implies that she knew him like before he became like a captain.
Yeah, but the
Well, we
Stella
know they
stuff
could have
causes
been the-
problems.
Maybe they were at the academy at the same time, and Stellar was one of the ones who didn't benefit from the space rat screwing up the SAT machine.
Are you actually going to wait around for the asteroid to blow up?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah, I think we just want the good ending.
I think it's just the same screen as when you use the lighter in the bathroom, just with a different text box on it.
It's actually a star screen, the same screen you get if you don't cancel the shutdown sequence of the clones.
Wait, is it the same star screen as if you type cheat?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
But obviously without the you win, because you lose.
And not 255
You lost.
points.
You lost. No Space Quest 3 for you.
I like how I just finished the game without stopping the launch of the salesman, and it goes into the end and everything. So that's technically an alternate ending where you just doomed everyone, but you got your nap, so who gives a shit?
Well, they most likely got dealt with while you were sleeping because they're not around.
Well, alternate
A true
ending,
hero dealt with them. A true hero dealt with them.
Yeah. It turns out people on Xenon are just very good at saying no.
Now, I'm actually wondering if you beat the game and you let the credits roll under that circumstance, would it trigger the salesman ending, or does it actually stop the timer once you beat the game?
If you don't set the self-destruct, what are you saying?
Okay, so if you type SHSR, you stop the clones from launching, and like the timer stops counting down. But you have like 10 minutes to stop the sequence. So you're saying that if you got off the asteroid and you didn't cancel the sequence, and you could still finish the game. But if you let the credits keep rolling, would the timer count it to zero? Does the timer count to zero, or does it actually stop when you beat the game?
I believe I have an explanation for why the people of Xenon are the way they are, but it basically entails a neurochemistry joke.
Aren't they just horny and that's their downfall?
No, basically, the reason they seem to be so forgetful, particularly towards Roger, is if you look at actual neurochemical effects of xenon gas, it actually can be used as an anesthetic. So basically, they're all completely wired on laughing gas all the time.
I like that.
That's my explanation. Their brains are totally messed up.
Oh wait, I can launch this one as well. So it must be the last escape pod that doesn't work. So if I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Sorry, Sam, it's very late.
No, it's all right.
If I get in the escape pod and I didn't set the self-destruct timer, and I sit back but the timer here is that I'm running out of oxygen. It has nothing to do with the asteroid.
Right, but if you get in the sleep chamber and you let the credits roll and you just sit there on that screen, does the timer eventually hit zero?
No, because the timer stops when you get in the pod, doesn't it?
It does actually stop?
I would assume so. It would be weird if it didn't.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Code.
I'm just trying to think of all the possible programmer oversights they didn't account for.
I like it. I like it, but I would imagine they would stop that timer once you hit the screen.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Because timers took up a lot of
RAM.
Yeah, RAM and shit. You couldn't have two timers running at the same time, as far as I knew.
Yeah, because you gotta remember there was like 4 kilobytes of.
The glory of the King's Quest 3 timer.
I'm getting food.
Awesome. Why did I only get 245 out of 250? What am I missing? Where are the last 5 points?
Oh, you didn't hide behind the tree.
Watch?
Oh, that's right, I didn't. You're right,
Did
I
you
didn't
look
do
at
that.
your watch?
Speedrun
Damn,
strats came back for you.
Yeah, they did. Fuck. Oh, well, one last thing. Let's go all the way back to the root monster. Let's go all the way back. Have a nice little chat with him. That seems like a good screen to type cheat on, doesn't it? You go in here and you go, oh, fuck this, cheat.
There's your 5 extra points.
Yeah.
And of course, it's 255 points. That's the best part.
Yeah, that is.
It's got to be FF and Hex.
So you said there were alternate messages in. No, it's too late. Early versions of Space
Trolls,
Quest.
what are you talking about? It's time to speedrun Space Quest 6.
Speedrun Space Quest 6. That seems like a waste of time.
Yes.
The speed run is how fast can your computer delete it?
Yeah, what happens if I try to run Space Quest 3 when I have the computer set to Tandy?
It
Oh,
should
no.
still run. But you
Go
might
and
have
install and change it. Yeah.
you have to configure it and install it.
That's what it does.
I think DOSBox just
Yep.
shat the bed.
Yeah. 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 The